Hello, Degens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes. I, of course, am the Brofict one, AJ. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, however you're listening, watching. Thank you so much. We would appreciate if you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. But let's get into it. As finally, for the first time in almost a year, Jon Gruden comes out and speaks on the emails that were released last October, saying his emails were shameful, but I'm a good person, and he hopes to get another shot one day. Woo! That's interesting. Of course, these emails are part of and it came out during the NFL investigation into the Washington now Commanders football team's workplace environment and whether it was a good place to work, bad place to work. And let me tell you, from everything I've heard, Dan Snyder seems like an incredible boss. But yeah, these emails were released. They were between him and then exec Bruce Allen, and the emails that came out were, just filled with terrible, terrible speech. We're talking very misogynistic, racist, and anti-gay remarks being made between Gruden and this exec, and possibly others. There were about 6,000 emails that also were not released, so we only got the Gruden ones, and this had became a whole thing last year. The timing of the articles was very interesting. One of them came out on October 8th from the Wall Street Journal, and then the other one from the New York Times on October 11th with other emails. Gruden still coached that weekend, and so it was one of those things I think everyone thought was going to fly over, but, kind of given today's society, there was no shot of that whatsoever, and so Gruden was fired as head coach from the Las Vegas Raiders, and has been kind of a pariah in the football world ever since. Isn't going to get back on TV, doesn't seem like he's doing much, but he does come out with a second chance. Second chance, I mean, that's an interesting one. I'm not going to lie, that's interesting, especially with everything that's been said, but he says that he's ashamed and he doesn't have any excuses. He doesn't say that, no, those emails are fake, I didn't do those emails. He's saying, no, that was me. My bad. I am sorry. That was bad. That was bad by me. Okay, Gruden. Good start. And then he goes on to talk about how, it was shameful, and he's really embarrassed because he's a good person. He goes to church. He's been married a bunch of years, got 3 kids. He's, good guy. All around good guy. Hard to make the public believe that, bro, after what happened. And don't get me wrong. I don't think the NFL handled this whatsoever. Mark Davis was asked about this, owner of the Raiders, last season when this all came out. I believe it was during the owners' meeting. And Mark Davis said, ask the NFL. They got all the information. They have all the emails. He wanted to see the rest of the emails. He was curious. It was almost one of those moments like, hey, NFL, by the way, Mark Davis here, owner of the Raiders. So we're just going to fire my head coach. That's it. No one else is going to get any ramifications or anything. We're just going to fire my head coach. That's the only thing coming out of this? Oh, okay, good. Good, just making sure, because, if there are emails like this just between, a head coach and an executive, first of all, buddies, and then dumb to do it over NFL email. Like, we got to be smarter than this. I mean, first of all, so you're morons for doing that. But you expect me then to believe there aren't more emails. There's not more bad stuff going on in the NFL. I mean, the Washington football team, when they were being investigated for this, was all about whether they were, a hostile work environment, sexual misconduct, all that stuff. Dan Snyder had to go against Congress. Go talk in Congress. After he was subpoenaed twice, said no twice, and then finally came in. I don't know, John. I'm a guy who believes in second chances. I am. And kind of like Deshaun Watson, he would still have to go into that NFL locker room and face that team. He had to do it with the Raiders after the first ones came out. He had to do it the second time ones came out. So he can handle it. He loves the game, that's for damn sure. Good head coach. Knows how to turn a program around. I don't know if he'll get another chance. I don't know. I'm a guy who believes, hey, everyone deserves a second chance. And, outside of this, yeah, he's a hard-ass coach, but I don't really think I've heard anything bad about Gruden. I don't know. I think he should get a second chance. Why not? He's learned. He's had the opportunity to learn, and he definitely understands, I think, that his actions have consequences and the ramification of those consequences. Give him another shot. And NFL, I want to see the rest of the emails. Let me see them. Because there were a shit ton more. And I'm sorry, but I cannot sleep at night and believe that Jon Gruden was the only person that had bad emails. No shot. I mean, shit, what about Robert Kraft? Come on. You're telling me Robert Kraft didn't email his other owners' buddies telling him about the happy endings? Jerry Jones, he seems like a sketchy guy. Oil guy, he's probably fine. I don't know. All I'm saying, let's not burn a guy. Let's not burn a guy for something that's probably normal in that world. I'm not saying it's good normal. It's definitely not a good normal if this is the type of stuff they're talking about on a regular basis. But everyone's doing it. He didn't think he was going to get caught, obviously. No one did. But now his name's being dragged through the mud. It's probably others should too. So if we're going to drag one name through the mud, hey, let's go ahead and get them all down there in the mud and drag them all. Let's go. Let's do it. I have no problem doing it. It gives me great content to talk about. But if they're not going to do that, Gruden, get yourself another job. And hey, good luck for him. Hell of a coach, hell of a broadcaster. We'll see what happens. With ESPN for 9 years. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. With that being said, though, thank you so much for listening and watching. If you enjoy the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Help us grow and fight that YouTube algorithm. And, of course, if you want to follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that fun stuff. And, hey, even visit the Degenerate shop. You can go ahead and hit that link tree down below in the description, and it'll take you to all the good stuff. But, yeah, and let me know in the comments down below. Does Jon Gruden deserve a second chance? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe he does. I'd love to hear it. With that being said, D-Gens, thanks for watching. I've been the Brofect One AJ, and we'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.